So basically, when that ended, the Prophet basically fulfilled his responsibility, and his burden of passing the message was fulfilled at that point.
Exactly, and it was such an emotional moment. He summarized exactly what Islam is about. No Arab is superior over a non-Arab, no black is superior over a white, except by piety and good actions, right? And he also emphasized the role of women. He said, look after them, okay? And be kind to them, treat them well, okay? And it's just a beautiful speech. I finished it, and obviously, this was the end of it was a significant moment in history.
But this led to the Prophet becoming ill.
Yeah, basically this was done. He knew that at the start of the sermon, he said, I don't know how longer I'm going to be with you anymore. And he said, in the year 11 AH, which is after they moved to Medina, 11 years after they moved to Medina, he said, Prophet Muhammad, he felt deeply ill. He was on the lap of his wife, Aisha, and he was there, and he was, obviously Muslims were stressed, they were distressed. Our Prophet, he's about to die, okay? And this was an immense moment. And he was there on his lap, and do you know what his last words were?
Tell me.
Ummati, ummati, okay? As in, my ummah, okay? And he used to say, SubhanAllah, my ummah, even on his deathbed, he was worrying about his ummah, what's yet to come, how the world is going to change, okay? And this was his last words. And when he finally passed away, one of his closest companions, Umar, he said, this can't be, this is impossible. He said, some people are saying that Prophet Muhammad has died. I swear by Allah, this is not true, okay? That he is not gone, he's not dead, that he's not gone to join his Lord. And this was the passion. He was threatened to kill anyone who would say this, that the Prophet Muhammad had died, right? And at this time, Abu Bakr, his other companion, one of his closest companions, in a tense moment, he said something so beautiful. He said, those people who are worshipping Muhammad, bear in mind that Muhammad he's dead, okay? But those who worship Allah, know that Allah is alive and He will be living. And then he recited a verse from the Quran. Prophet Muhammad is but a prophet, before whom many prophets have come and gone, okay? And then, if you leave your faith, or if the Prophet is to be killed or die, would you leave your faith? If you leave your faith, then know that Allah, you do no harm to Allah, but Allah will reward those who are gracious. And he said this surah, this verse from the Quran, and people were arrested. They knew that Muhammad had to die. He was man after all. He was only a man. And this way, that was it, basically. This is what the Prophet taught. And thus ended the greatest chapter in humankind's history. The greatest man to have ever lived, who ushered in an era of discovery and knowledge. This, in a world which was lost amidst the darkness and confusion of ignorance, it was a single man, a single spark, okay, which fueled generations of believers with a thirst for knowledge and righteousness. This was Muhammad.
This is the legacy of Muhammad. Mercy to all
mankind.
Let's bring the